Hi there, this is Crystina Tan. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Petite Écluses bracelet. This means small locks in French, and this is my own design. I hope you all will like it. So now, without wasting your time, let's get started. First, we need to do a cap band. Then we need to take 2 bands and slide this cap bands over, reclaim. Then we need to take a single band, slide all the bands over, and we need to pick up the first and the last band back on the hook and reclaim like this. We have to do this step one more time. So take a single band, slide all the bands onto it, pick up the first and the last band back on the hook, reclaim. So now we have to pinch on this last band and pull it over to cover the second last band like this, and use our fingers to pull this second last band out from the hook. Hold it tight with our finger. We have to push this last band out from the hook, and you have to grab this first band, pull it over the hook, and your work should look like this now. What we need to do now is don't count these 2 tiny bands at the side. Pick up the first band here, and this is the tricky part, so look carefully. I'm going to put the hook, press the hook down in the center of this horizontal band and pick up these 2 vertical bands from the center, just like this, and pick up the last band back on the hook and reclaim. So now what we need to do is to arrange the bands a little bit. So we got to make sure these 2 bands is in the center, and it's inside these 2 tiny bands here at the side. Alright, and now we have to take 2 bands, slide all the bands over, and reclaim. The very last step is to take a single band to do a closure on our first lock. So just slide all the bands over and reclaim. Alright, this is our first lock. Okay, sometimes if we pull a bit too hard, these small little tiny bands will be hiding inside, so we can always pull it out. Okay, I will show you one more time before I go off the camera. So I have to take 2 bands, slide this bands over, reclaim, this. Take a single band, slice all the bands over, and now we have to pick up the first band and the last band back on the hook and reclaim. You have to do this step one more time. So take a single band, slice all the bands over, pick up the first and the last band, reclaim. Alright, and now we have to pinch this last band, put it over to cover the second last band, just like this. Use our fingers, pull this second last band out from the hook and hold it with your finger. Push the last band out from the hook and pinch this first band, pull it over the hook and let go. So your work should look like this now. Same thing, we don't count these two tiny bands at the side. So we have to pick up our first band, and here goes the tricky parts again. We have to press our hook in the middle of the horizontal band and pick up the vertical bands from the center, and I have to pick up the last band back on the hook, reclaim. Don't forget to do our adjustment of the bands. So this band has to be in the center and it has to be inside of these two small tiny bands. Alright, now we have to take two bands, not use. We have to take two bands, slide all the bands over, just like this, and take a single band to do the closure of our second lock. Slide all the bands over, reclaim, and that's it. Here's our second lock done, and I hope you enjoy doing this bracelet. I will see you again soon. Bye.